Hello and welcome to the BMC Software Quick Course Series. My name is Wayne Wilson and I'm a software consultant for the MainView family of products. In this demo, I'll show you how to use MainView for z/OS to view performance data for jobs and address spaces. As in other demos, from the main menu, click on Jobs. The EasyM Jobs view provides links to lots of different types of job information. By hyperlinking on the appropriate item, you can get resource usage information broken down by each address space on the system. There is overall CPU usage, zip and zap processor usage, I/O counts, and storage data. There is also general job information such as job overview, jobs that have abended, job step data, job owner and other security info, as well as views to help identify looping jobs. And you can see information about overall job delays, as well as delays in specific areas including CPU, datasets, devices, NQs, and more. Let's start by taking a look at job delays. These are the categories that you see on the right side of the screen. MainView for z/OS provides many ways to examine job delays, including general, overall delay information, and views that focus on specific delay types, such as waits for CPU, I/O, NQs, etc. Each of these individual delay categories are simply filters on the data provided by the overview. So let's examine all delays by linking on Delay Overview. The JDelay view provides information about jobs that are delayed because they are waiting for some resource. The view is by default sorted to show those jobs that are experiencing the worst delays at the top of the list, as well as the main reason for that delay. If you were to scroll right, the view would show the breakdown of the total delay by category, including CPU, device, NQ, SRM, subsystem, or ECB wait. It also shows the percentage of time that the job was simply idle and not using any resources. You can hyperlink on any job to see the root cause of the delay. Do you remember when I told you that MainView for z/OS provides data in interval, real-time, and short-term time frames? This is the JDelay view, which shows the current 15-minute interval. Type JDelay R on the command line to see the real-time version of this data. The JDelay view shows real-time data, or data from the past 15 seconds. We can see that 3 jobs have been delayed because they are waiting for WTORs. Similarly, the JDelay S view shows short-term data history, or what happened in the past 60 seconds. And finally, the JDelay L view shows long-term history data, or what happened in the past hour. Back to the interval JDelay views. Note that you can take action against any of these jobs. Place the cursor on any field and press F1 to see which actions you can take. Context-sensitive help provides information about what you can do on each view. If you type T in the C line command in front of the job name, MainView for z/OS will provide information about active subtasks, or TCBs. If you type the M line command, you will initiate MainView Scope monitoring for a job or a device. MainView Scope traces CPU usage down to the CSEC level and I/O usage to the channel program level. Press PF8 to scroll through the help tasks. The E-line command is used to reset the Workload Manager service class for an address space or job. You can also use the E command to quiesce or resume an address space. Press PF8 to see more help text. The C-line command will issue an internal z/OS console cancel command for an address space, job, or device. You can use the K command to kill or memterm an address space. However, you really should use this command very cautiously and only as a last resort. It does take out an address space, but does not clean up after it. You can use the command D to take an SVC dump of an address space, or press PF8 to see more help text. Use the P line command to stop a started task, but be sure that you are stopping the correct started task. Press PF8 to see even more help text. Finally, let's talk briefly about MV Scope again. As I said earlier, MainView Scope is a short-term monitor utility that traces CPU usage down to the CSEC level and I/O usage to the channel program level. I won't go into too much detail about Scope at this time, because there's another Quick Course Series module that does cover this topic in detail. However, in any job-related view of MainView for ZOS, you can initiate this detailed monitoring by either typing M next to the job, address space, or device, or else type the command mvscope on the command line, and then enter additional information when prompted. Press PF3 a couple more times and return to the Jobs Easy menu. We started by looking at delay-related job views, because that is where I find most folks are interested in examining job activity. But MainView for ZOS also provides views that show other job-related information. Let's take a look at some of the resource usage-related views from the left-hand section. As you can see, similar to the delay-related views, MainView for ZOS provides both an overview of resource usage and filtered views that narrow the displays to specific resource types. Place the cursor on the Overview hyperlink and press Enter. The JUSE-Z view is sorted by total use in descending sequence. It is designed to show which address spaces are using the most resources during the current interval. The view breaks up the total resource use percentage by CPU and device. You can hyperlink on each of these fields to see further breakdowns of these types. Press PF3 and return to the Jobs Easy menu. I'm not going to show you everything, since the other options are just filtered versions of each other, but let's take a look at zip usage, since that's a current hot topic in today's data processing world. The JZIP-Z view shows all address spaces active in the current interval that are now or have dispatched CPU processing to the zip engines. This view is useful to help understand how the zip processor is being leveraged. Note that there are two sets of columns, the first being zip total time in percent, and the second being zip interval time in percent. These fields show exactly the benefit of zip offloading and that is being realized, and by which address space. By the way, I've sorted this view in descending sequence on zip interval CPU time. Note that the MV_PAS address space is achieving 55% zip offload. This address space is actually MainView for ZOS. Press PF3 to return to the Jobs Easy menu. Now let's examine a few of the general job categories. Select the ABENS hyperlink in the center section. The JS ABENS-Z view displays completion statistics for all job steps that abended during the interval. It can also be used to monitor all jobs that have abended over multiple interviews and gain an understanding of the restart workload over time. Let's press PF3 to return to the Jobs Easy menu. By default, MainView for ZOS does not capture job statistics at the job step level. This is because to do so would be a fairly heavy overhead for the data, and it would not be used all that often. However, MainView for ZOS does provide an installation option to select specific jobs by job name and collect step-level statistics for only those jobs. The Steps option takes you to the views that display step-level information. Let's select the Steps hyperlink to display job step-related menus. Similar to the Jobs Easy menu, the EasyM Steps view provides different options for displaying step-level data. Let's take the Overview option under Delays. This is the JS Delay Z view, which shows job delay information at the step level. I've used MainView navigation options to look back in history over the past 10 hours in order to see how the job BNB PDF12 performed step by step. We can see that this job experienced nearly 100% delay in the very first step, which was an H recall of needed data. The job then proceeded with no significant delays until steps 12 and 17, where it experienced some delays waiting on contention for the CPU. As you can see, this can be a valuable analytical tool for discovering what is delaying a batch job at a very detailed level and help tune the throughput for maximum performance. Press PF3 twice in order to return to the Jobs Easy menu. Next, let's place the cursor on the Security Info hyperlink and press Enter. The JSecure view is useful to see the job owner and security user ID of jobs running during the interval. This can be useful to verify the proper credentials are being used for the work in the system. Press PF3 and return to the Jobs Easy menu. One last topic. Place the cursor on Looping Jobs and press Enter. In today's world, resources are increasingly in demand and should not be wasted by non-productive activity. One such example of non-productive activity are jobs that are spinning through program code but have gotten into a CPU loop that will continue to spin forever, chewing up CPU until the job is manually canceled. The JLoop view is designed to help identify those jobs that are consuming resources unproductively. As you can see, the JLoop view looks for jobs that are consuming CPU with no other apparent work being done. This is another view that could be very useful from which to build an alarm. The alarm could then feed into automation and the looping job automatically canceled. Well, as you've seen, MainView for z/OS collects a large amount of data relating to jobs, their status, activity and delays, as well as resource usage, and even provides tools for analyzing problem situations. We have examined some key examples, and you should now be able to more confidently navigate through the job-related views of MainView for z/OS. For more information about MainView for z/OS, see the Related Demos box. For more information about any BMC mainframe product, please visit the URL shown here. And thank you for your time.